Okay, everybody. Today is upper body 2. So as I have any number of workouts, yoga sessions ready for you, today we're talking about upper body. So a lot of it's going to be mainly on the shoulders. So like I said earlier, if you have BioFreeze, Icy Hot, go ahead and put some on now. I want to hear you screaming afterwards. Okay, we're starting out on the mat, specifically in everyone's favorite posture, Navasana, or boat pose. I know it's early, we just got started with this, but if you need to, place your hands behind the knees, lift one leg up, and you can just keep one leg up if it's a really rough day for you, but I think most of us can go ahead and get both legs up. So the legs are bent, hands behind the knees. We're using our biceps to give us a little bit of pressure, a little bit of oomph to keep our legs here. But I know most of you are beyond that, so feel free to remove your hands. We're working the core with this one. We're working the legs also, but lots going on in the core. Remember, if you can, go ahead and straighten out one, maybe both legs on this one. Keep trying to improve our session, improve our individual practice points. And of course, if you need to bend the legs later on, then go ahead and do it. All right, let's get the breath engaged. I know we're still in the posture, but inhale and exhale through the nose. Nice deep breaths in. Exhale out fully. One more breath in. And on your exhale, feet to the mat. Great. Even reins in on the breathing now. All right, 2 breaths right here. One more breath in. And on your exhale, back into boat pose. So take your variation, however you'd like to. If you can start off with those legs extended, that would be great. And then, bend them as necessary, one or both of them. The worst thing that can happen here is rolling backwards, unless you're on a balcony. You don't want to do that. Continue with the breath. Hold here. One more breath in. On your exhale, recover. Come back up. Woo. We have one more to do on boat pose. So recover where you can. Give me 2 more breaths, 2 more breath cycles. One more. And on your exhale, last one, boat pose. Let's go. Go where you can with this one, please. Legs extended, legs bent. It's all about your core. And of course, at this point, some of us are thinking, oh, what did I have for lunch today? Did I need that Whataburger? Did I need that 4th or 5th lunchtime taco? All these thoughts come into mind when we do boat pose. One more breath. Exhale, recover. Ooh, nice. All right, let's go right into this tabletop. So the feet are flat on the mat, hands next to the hips, maybe just slightly behind the hips. We're gonna press the pelvis straight up. If you're watching for the demo, go ahead and take a look here. We press the pelvis up, keep the head neutral, press the pelvis up where you can, legs are bent, feet are flat on the mat. Hold here, 2 breaths. One more breath in. And on that exhale, recover slowly. Nice. We go right into Appanasana. So we lie down carefully here, knees to chest, arms on top or behind the knees. Squeeze in. You can rock a little bit left and right. Nice massage action for the lower back, the spinal column as a whole. Let's roll to the right and sit up again, please. One more tabletop. So the legs are bent, feet are flat. Feet are slightly wider than your hips apart. Hands maybe slightly behind the hips. Press down, lift up. Press the pelvis up. You can relax the head, but I think you're better off keeping the head neutral, so let the head hang back. Lots of work on shoulders here, folks. Give me 2 more breaths. One more breath in. And on the exhale, recover slowly. Ooh, nice. Okay. One breath here just to recover. getting all that pressure off the shoulders, but we're gonna do it one more time for Purvo Tanasana. This time, extend the legs out in front of you. Great, bring the big toes together. And we're gonna point the toes. As we press the pelvis up this time, much like the last time, we're gonna keep the legs straight. Hands next to the hips, my fingers are pointing somewhat forward here and hands are slightly behind the hips. Press down, lift the pelvis up. Try to get the feet flat, head is neutral, and we're pressing the pelvis up. That's it, hold here, 2 breaths. One more breath in. On the exhale, recover slowly. Nice. Oh, and let's do one more Apanasana. So, legs are bent, we lie down on our backs, bring the knees into the chest, arms on top or behind the knees. Squeeze in, and of course you can rock a little bit if you like on this one. Nice extension for that lower back as you squeeze the knees in. Working into that pelvic girdle to a degree, you may not realize it. Also compressing the lower abdominal organs. Okay, let's roll to the right. We're coming up to all fours for a variation of Vashisthasana or side plank. So from all fours, and remember, if your knees are on something that's relatively hard, go ahead and use a blanket or a towel for your knees. We've got literally 3 variations of side plank to do for this session. Let's start off with the very first variation with the knee down. So let's start with the left knee coming up just behind the left wrist. Extend the right leg out. The right foot is flat. Right arm comes up towards the sky. All right, now if you've got your balance, feel free to look up at that right hand towards the ceiling or the sky above you. If you're losing your balance, if that's making you a bit airsick here, just keep your eyesight neutral or on the mat. No matter what, extend the right arm, keep it active. Reach, extend, breathe. Now let's work it a little deeper here. Bring that right arm down, pointing the fingers towards the front of the mat, the right bicep near the right ear. That's mainly if you're looking up towards the sky. If you're having shoulder issues here, play with it. Bring that arm up as necessary. One more breath. And on that exhale, bring the arm down. Let's do the other side. Ooh. Right knee comes up. My left leg extends, left foot is flat on the mat, left arm comes up. So we're twisting a little bit in that lower back with this posture. I'm taking my gaze up to the ceiling here, past that left hand. Remember, that left foot is flat on the mat. Keep that left leg active and strong. You're reaching, maybe bringing that left arm back a little bit to open up the chest. Groovy, looks good, folks. And if you want to go a little deeper here, bring that left arm overhead. That's it. Left bicep near the left ear. Keep those left fingers reaching out towards the front of the mat. The left foot is flat on the mat. Awesome lines of energy from the left fingers all the way down the left side. Give me one more breath. And on the exhale, recover. Oh, nice. Child's pose. From all fours, big toes together, knees slightly apart, or keep the knees together as you see fit. Hips to heels. Feel free to fold the arms and rest your head on your arms, or take the arms to the sides. We're here for 3 breaths, folks. Try to release that last posture all together. Nice deep inhalations here. Last breath in. And on the exhale, bring it up to all fours as we get ready for turbo dog. So, or also known as dolphin pose. So from all fours, come down to your forearms. Keep the head relaxed. Come onto your toes and lift the hips up. Now, with time, you'll be able to get the feet flat with this one. My feet are nowhere flat on the mat. There's some air in between the heels and the mat. So play with this, have some fun with it.
You can walk the feet a little closer to you or take them back a little bit, but not much. This isn't a plank. It's actually a variation of downward facing dog. All right, so keep your core, your stomach in. Your shoulders are working. The legs are long. If micro bends in the legs are fine, but try to keep the legs as long as possible here. Give me one more breath in. And on the exhale, child's pose. Bring the knees down carefully. Push the hips to the heels. If your shoulders are really feeling it right now, go ahead and sweep the arms to the sides, resting your forehead on the mat. We're here for 2 breaths. All right, last inhale, bring it up to all fours. Let's try Turbo Dog one more time. Come down to your forearms. Come onto your toes and lift it up into your best posture here of dolphin pose, also known as Turbo Dog. Good. So if you're working your heels to the mat, yeah, you're gonna feel it in the Achilles and in the calf. You're working it. Nice strong legs here. Not to outdo the shoulders though, because you're feeling it on the shoulders here. Keep the strength there. Crown of the head is near the mat. Keep your eyesight on the toes, the legs, or what's behind you on the wall there. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in. On that exhale, recover to child's pose. Knees down, push your hips back to the heels. And you can rest that head on your forearms or sweep your arms to the sides. 3 breaths here. 3 deep breaths to relax and let go. With every exhale, you should let go just a little bit. 1 more breath in. And on the exhale, bring it up slowly to all fours and into Cobra pose. So let's lie down on our stomachs for Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Hands are underneath the shoulders, elbows tucked in. Your big toes are together, feet are flat on the mat. Even your heels are touching if you can. All right, baby cobra, let's lift chin and chest. Remember, for baby cobra, no pressure on the hands. It's all about the lower back. Lift your chin and chest as far as you can up. Keep your head neutral. I don't want you to crane your neck by looking for what's directly in front of you. Just what's maybe about a foot in front of your fingertips. That's keeping your neck aligned with the rest of the spinal column. Give me 1 more breath in. And on the exhale, recover. Chin and chest back to the mat. We're here for 2 breaths. And on the exhale, 1 more inhale and lift the chin and chest up. This time you come up just a little higher. We're pressing into the mat. Keep that head neutral, please. Your hips can be relaxed here. No need to cinch the hips, but do keep the elbows tucked into the sides. 1 more breath in. On the exhale, recover slowly back to the mat. We have 1 more cobra to do. So you can keep your hands in place there. 2 breaths. On that last inhale, lift up for our last cobra pose. We're coming up a little higher now, working into the biceps. Elbows are tucked in. That's it. Just 2 breaths here. Last breath in. And on the exhale, recover slowly back to the mat for 1 breath. On the exhale, press up to all fours and child's pose. If your arms are sufficiently sagged out, feel free to swing your arms to the sides. Here for 3 breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the breath. Last breath in. And on the exhale, bring it up to all fours. our next variation of side plank. It's a forearm plank. So we're going to come down onto that left forearm. I'm going to come to my side, my left side. So I'm on my left side with my left arm down. My left forearm is actually on the mat. You can stack the feet or bring heel to toe, one foot or the other in front or back. It's up to you. Okay, it's all about the hips here. We're going to press the hips up towards the ceiling. Oh yeah, lots of pressure on that shoulder now. The right hand can be on the hip, or you can extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. This is a fantastic pose for our core. Have fun with it here. Keep that right arm up towards the ceiling, or you can lean that arm forward with that right bicep near the ear. That's it, but keep the hips coming up. Keep the hips coming up. You want that right hip arching towards the sky at all times. One more breath. And recover. I'm going to roll to my stomach here. Whoa, that was nice. We'll just chill out here for one breath. Just one breath. Let's do the other side. So I'm going to roll into my right side. Right forearm is down. I'm stacking my feet. Feel free to go heel to toe as you see fit. And let's take it up. Pressing the pelvis up. Well, the hips up anyway, towards the ceiling. Lots of pressure in that right shoulder, right arm. You can reach that left arm up towards the ceiling, open it up a bit, or bring the arm down so the left bicep is near the left ear. Don't forget about the hips. Keep working the hips higher and higher and higher. Keep the hips coming up. That's the important part here, folks. I don't care where your left arm is. Your left hand can be on the hip. Maybe pulling that hip up. One more breath. Exhale and recover. Oh yeah, okay, right. Child's pose. Push up to all fours. Push back to child's pose. I'm swinging my arms back to get all the pressure off the shoulders. Wow. 3 breaths there, please, 3 breaths. So you try to relax in this posture, releasing everything with every exhalation. All right, let's bring it up to all fours. Whew. This time, it's crazy cobra. So we're gonna lie down on our stomachs again and extend the arms out 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Chin is on the mat. Okay, your arms are extended completely, 10 o'clock and 2. Press your hands into the mat, press your chin and chest up. It's like a cobra, but I call it crazy cobra. You're not gonna come up that far with this first one. Keep your head neutral though, and if your hips are cinched tight, relax your hips, you'll be fine. One more breath. And recover, chin back to the mat. Slide your hands in about 5 inches or so. The distance in between the hands stay the same. Your arms are bending just a little bit now. All right, number 2, press down, lift up. I want you to lift your chin and chest up until your arms extend the whole way here. You should be up a little higher and feel a little more tension in that low back. Your head is still neutral and you're looking at a spot in between the space of your hands. Nice work here. Give me one more breath. On that exhale, recover slowly and controlled. Slide your hands in a few more inches. This will be our deepest one yet. One more breath in. And on the exhale, press down and lift up. So I want you to press up all the way. Make sure your arms are extended. No bend in the arms. Push yourself up. Hey, if it's too much and you're feeling some pain in that low back, bring yourself down, please. Other than that, hang here and breathe with me. You feel the tension in the back, arms extended, head is neutral. One more breath. On the exhale, recover slowly. Oh, nice work. Bring the arms to the sides and just relax here for just a couple of breaths. Ooh, lots of tension in that low back with that last one. All right, let's go into Balasana, child's pose. So press up to all fours. Press your hips back. Nice. Hips going towards the heels. I'm going to fold my arms here, rest my head on my arms. Give me just a couple of breaths right here, please. Last breath in. And on the exhale, bring it up to all fours. And let's lie down one more time. Well, we're going to lie down again, I'm telling you. But this one is for locust pose, Salambhasana. So lying down, chin on the mat, arms to your sides. Okay, let's do this in a progressive fashion. Lift chin and chest. Lift the arms. Lift the feet. Maybe some of the knees come off the mat. Great. Take those arms out to the sides. Have the hands equal to or slightly higher than your shoulders. Hang here and breathe. One more breath in. Thank you, Rain. And bring the arms to the sides. Relax the feet. Relax the arms. Relax the head. Come all the way back to the mat. Oh, we have one more of those to do. So 2 breaths right here. One more breath in. And on the exhale, we come to the chin. Lift chin and chest. Lift the arms. Keep your feet on the mat. This time, keep the feet on the mat. So chin and chest are lifted. Arms are off the mat. If you're able to, clasp your hands behind your bum. Make sure the hands are lifted off of the waist. Maybe, putting some tension in the hands, so the shoulders, you're going to feel this in the shoulders. Top of the feet are still on the mat. Chin and chest lifted up. One more breath. And on the exhale, recover. Release your grip. Come down to one cheek or the other. We are here for 2 breaths. And on that last breath, hands underneath the shoulders, press up to all fours and child's pose. This time, keep the arms extended in front of you. Keep the elbows off the mat. Your hips push for the heels. Your fingers are reaching to the front of the mat. Head is neutral. 2 breaths right here. And on that last breath, let's bring it up to all fours. Okay, so we've done the first 2 of 3 side planks. Let's do the full variation, the full posture now of side plank. If you're unable to do the full version of side plank or Vashisthasana, feel free to do one of the 2 that we did earlier. The first one, where you bring your left knee forward and your right arm up. That's groovy. Or if you want to go and do a second set of your forearm plank, side plank, that's fine. If you want to do the full version from all fours, come to a high push-up. From a high push-up, bring the feet together, roll the heels to the left, bring the right arm up slowly towards the sky. Of course, you can bring that right hand to the hip. I like bringing the arm up. Hey, keep pushing those hips up. You can have some fun with that top leg. Because the bottom leg, the left foot, we're trying to get it flat. If you're able to get that left foot flat, you're going to be able to do some amazing things. Give me 2 more breaths wherever you happen to be right here. 2 more breaths. And on the exhale of the second breath, come on down. Woo. All right, if you've got it, hold on. If you're doing the full one with me, take it to a high push-up. Everyone else, do your variation. Let's bring those feet together, roll the heels to the right, lift that left arm up. Second side. Remember, if you're doing one of the variations, you can have your right knee on the mat or your right forearm on the mat. Either way, make this happen. Our side plank, looking good. Trying to keep the hips, left hip coming up towards the ceiling. Trying to get the right foot flat on the mat. Inhale. On the exhale, woo, high push-up. Nice. Knees down and rest. Any posture you need to rest in, just rest. A loose version of child's pose is fine. Anything to get all the pressure off of the shoulders. Okay, let's keep going. Upward facing dog is next. So we're gonna lie down on our stomach, hands underneath the shoulders. I told you, upper body work, lots of work in the arms today, I wasn't kidding. Okay, big toes are together, feet are flat on the mat. Let's do a progressive one from Cobra. Press down, lift your chin and just to extend the arms the whole way. If your shoulders are not over your wrist, you can scoot up a little bit here. Okay, so we'll call this good for one version, one variation of upward facing dog. If you want to go deeper with this into the full version here, tighten up the legs, bring the knees just off the mat. You don't have to bring your hips any higher, just bring the knees just off of the mat. This is pretty deep into the lower back as you feel. Good. If you're getting a cramp in one foot, just lift that foot off the mat as necessary. I know, it's inevitable. We always tend to get cramps in this posture. Give me 2 more breaths. We got this. 1 more breath. And on that exhale, knees down, slowly bring it down. Oh, nice. And relax the arms to the sides. We're going to rest here for just a second. We've got 1 more to do. 1 more breath in. And on your exhale, hands back underneath your shoulders. Big toes together, feet are flat, and press down. Lift chin and chest, lifting your whole upper body up. Once again, make sure your shoulders are over the wrist. Hang here, or if you want to go deeper, go ahead and bring those knees off of the mat. So we're tightening up the legs, pressing the big toes onto the mat as we energize the legs and lift the knees up. This is awesome. We're doing great stuff here. Not only that low back, but legs, but yeah, your shoulders. If you need to, bring the knees down. Keep the arms extended just for as long as you can. You're looking straight ahead. Don't bother to look up towards the ceiling. You don't need that. Let's keep that head somewhat neutral here. You'd even take the gaze slightly down. I'm fine with that. 1 more breath. And on that exhale, let's move directly into child's pose. So knees come down, hips push towards the heels, and I'm sweeping the arms to the sides. Wow, good stuff. 3 breaths right here. 1 more breath in. And on that exhale, let's bring it up. And we're coming back. This time, it is Super Cobra. So we're gonna lie down on our stomachs. All right, now for Super Cobra, the hands for Cobra are normally underneath the shoulders. So if you start with your hands underneath the shoulders, move your hands out about 2 hand spreads apart. So they're coming directly out from the body here. The elbows are bent. The arms, they're at 90-degree angles here towards the floor. Okay? Big toes together, feet are flat. Here we go. Let's press up. So you don't really lose the bend in the arms, but you're going to feel this in your low back. Keep your head neutral as you look about maybe 2 feet in front of you on the floor. Arms are still bent. We're pressing up. Keep your hips relaxed, please. No tension in the hips. 1 more breath in. On your exhale, recover. We've got 1 more to do, so come down nice and easy. Nice. 2 breaths right here. All right, number 2, press down, lift up. Those arms are still at 90-degree angles here as we press the pelvis, well, press the torso up. The pelvis is still there on the mat, still connecting with the mat. Arms are still bent. Great angles here. You guys look great. Give me 2 more breaths here. This might even feel easier than some of the other ones we've done. And on that last one, exhale, bring it down slowly. Nice. Relax the arms to the sides. We're here for 2 breaths. And child's pose. So let's push up to all fours. Let's make this an active balasana, an active child's pose. So your hands stay extended. Your arms are extended in front of you. Hands are flat on the mat while you press your hips to your heels. Heads relaxed, forehead close to the mat. As you exhale, you extend a bit more, pushing your hips to the heels. Hands are flat on the mat. Give me one more breath. One more in for the money. And on your exhale, bring it up to all fours. Oh, nice work. And we're coming into Appanasana. So we're going to lie down on our backs. Bring the knees into the chest. Both knees come in. Arms on top or behind the knees. Just squeeze in, please. You can even rock a little bit. This is Appanasana, or wind-removing pose, as we normally like to call it in Bikram yoga. Okay, let's make this Ardha Appanasana. So hold on to the left knee. Extend the right leg out onto the mat. Hands are on top or behind the left knee. Go ahead and squeeze that knee towards the left shoulder. This will do great work here to stretch out that lower back and massage the inner lower abdominal organs as well. You should feel a pinch in that low hip. In the hip, shouldn't be painful, but you may feel a pinch there. Slow, steady squeezing of the knee towards the left shoulder. Hold here. One more breath in. And on the exhale, switch legs. So extend the left leg out, right leg comes in, hands on top or behind the right knee. And if I didn't say it before, make sure the knee's off to the side of the body, just a little bit. I do not want you to come directly over the rib cage. All right, steady on as we squeeze the knee towards your shoulder. Left leg, left hip is relaxed. Feel that pinch in the right hip. Hold here. One more breath. And exhale, release the leg. Full body stretch here. Point the toes, reach the arms up, and extend. Core is in, stomach is in. And recover. Bend the legs, feet are flat, arms come down to the sides. Drop the knees to the left. Jathara Perdviti. It's our supine twist. So as the knees come down to the left, keep the right shoulder on the mat. If you need to go deeper with this twist, feel free to bring that right foot up the left leg or extend the right leg out. Leave that up to you there if you need to go a little deeper into the twist in the low back. No matter what, keep that right shoulder on the mat. All right, great. One at a time, we're together. Bring the knees up and let's switch sides. Drop the knees to the right side. Left shoulder stays on the mat. And I'm also looking away from the knees, in this case over my left shoulder. And you can tighten it up as you see fit. Small movements of that left leg up will tighten this up on that low back. You'll feel it. This is our supine twist. Turning and twisting the spinal column in opposite directions. Awesome posture. It's a great way to wake up in the morning or something I like to do at night once I get into bed. So it's got its usefulness. Great work from here, folks. And from here, keep your legs where they're at. Just roll that left shoulder over to the right side. And we're going to sit up to a comfortable seated posture. Any seated posture is fine. Your eyes can remain soft at this point or closed. It's Sukhasana. Any comfortable seated posture for you. Legs bound or legs extended. I'll leave that up to you. Disengage your Ujjayi Pranayama breath and breathe slowly and regularly. Scan the body, please, from the toes, ankles, knees, hips, your core, your chest, your shoulders, elbows and fingers, your neck. 2 more deep, yet relaxing breaths as we let go and relinquish the hard stuff of the practice. And now, finally, with a deep inhalation, bring those arms up and overhead, palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down past your third eye to your heart center. 2 more breaths right here. Disengaged from your world, but plugged into yourself. From your mat to your world, remember always to remain kind. Remain gentle, and always remember to stay fearless. Thank you, folks, for a great session. Thank you, and namaste.